What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and yeah, this is a very quick reaction in terms of this video came out 15 minutes ago and I've never done a game highlights reaction this sort of quick after it's been posted, but it's of the Magic versus the Bucks full game 1 highlights, or game 1 of the playoffs. And yeah, I predicted the Bucks to win this series, so I don't know, I've not seen the scores yet. I'm about to watch the second and third, fourth quarters of the Heat game, and then obviously the Houston Rockets versus the Thunder. And then hopefully, the Lakers versus the Portland, or the Portland Trailblazers. Hopefully, if I don't fall asleep, pretty much. But yeah, I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see how Giannis performs in this. And yeah, hopefully you guys go on to enjoy this. I don't know if I'm posting too much today. This is my fifth reaction of the game highlights, and my third reaction on the main channel. Link to this second channel in the description. I've done a lot of sort of game reactions of the games that happened yesterday as well. If you've not seen all of them, or if you want to see like the Raptors versus the Nets, for example, or the 76ers versus the Celtics. But let's check this out and see like how this game panned out, man.
On any given night of beating anybody in the NBA, let's see if they are up to the challenge.
Chris Middleton gets the first bucket of the game.
See, I feel like I was maybe a bit too harsh on the Magic. I pretty much just brushed them aside. I think I went 5-1, or sorry, 4-1 in 5 games. Maybe that was a bit unfair, because maybe we'll see them perform
in 14 a game.
But I just can't see.
The only player in the NBA to be in the top 5 in both points and rebounds. His first look is a 3, and it didn't look bad.
The Magic, I tell you what, I'd like to see more of that if you want to have a chance in this game.
Great take. The big guard, Markelle Fultz, averaged 20 a game last year. Was only 11 in the playoffs, though, against Toronto. Nick on the run out and the mid-range game. Will Gibbon go off the pick?
Oh, come on.
It'll be
That's
Ennis.
nice.
He's got the triple.
Nice play.
And they were a clean team for the most part during the regular season. Antetokounmpo on the spin. And hammer.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. And both teams shooting lights out
He
for
is
the most
so
part.
smooth, man.
Orlando right now. 5 of 6. Make it 6 of
Okay,
7.
so
The mid-range game of Vucevic. His
it's 5
creates
minutes in,
another
but they are doing
takeaway, and
well.
all those turnovers. That's 4 out of the last 5 possessions. Nick Vucevic.
And that's,
again,
oh my. You have to find things like that if you're the Magic. That you're not going to out-talent this Bucks team.
6-0 run right now.
Okay, they come back again.
For Milwaukee, DiVincenzo.
I rate it though, you know what?
Sharing it with George Hill, and it pays off.
Is because of the impact of Giannis, but you've seen it with this second.
No.
They do a
It's
great
crazy
job
how
of
things
allowing
change
their offense to
within
create
minutes.
offense. Not just got to have that ability to knock them down consistently.
4 of the 5 starters still out there, like Markelle Fultz in the mid-range game. And you're right, the confidence growing, picked up and going the other way is Wesley Iwundu. A good wing for them. Very athletic young man. He got contact, and he's going to the line. And on the shot clock, final minute of a real good start for Orlando. Terrence Ross.
They're doing well, man.
The veteran, the 32-year-old DJ Augustine. And a good drive and kick for Nick Vucevic. He's got it.
But again, different lineup, different dynamic can throw you off kilter if you're the Bucks, and I think that's what we've seen so far early in this game.
They were 24th in the league in scoring before the restart, and you saw the significant improvement. Chris Middleton.
That was nice, man. That was nice.
Now in the second year of a big deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, Iwundu.
Look at the speed.
Taking advantage of Kyle Korver with a crossover out front, shooting 55%. Fournier hit half his threes against them this past year. Ennis.
43,
The defense has really stepped up.
Vucevic already in double figures. Take him to 14 with that. That was a slick move with the left hand last year. An 11-2 run now.
Maybe I underrated them then.
18-point
They're
game.
fucking smacking them.
Not his game at this point of his career.
51-35, my days.
Boy, they walled off Giannis, didn't they?
But he made the right. But that's 2 straight turnovers, too. So after doing such a good job early on, they're going to get a block.
You got it.
This is without Aaron Gordon as well.
Minutes offensively.
That is wild.
Giannis will get there and follow his own. That's Pat Nichols, the GM of Orlando now. Had been in Milwaukee and drafted the man with the ball, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is coming into it now. This is where it starts.
Will track it down.
They've still got the lead, man.
Trying to find Terrence Ross and a good spin on the baseline.
The
reverse. What an athlete, Terrence Ross.
Man.
Not for the guy.
I was not expecting to see this whatsoever.
It'll be a great play. Bledsoe.
Can they get Fournier?
I was thinking this game would be over with in the first.
Struggled in the first half. Did last season.
Like a 25 lead by the Bucks.
To be the
you know what?
aggressor
I'm completely
here in the
over
second
that.
half. Wasn't pleased how the Magic took it to him in the first half. And then the other part of it here,
You've got to love to see it, man, because they're against a really tough side as well.
Vucevic, the hot hand of the first half. And it's a bank, and he did not call glass, did he?
Giannis is getting a decent at his frees. I don't know the percentage.
Now, Antetokounmpo on the spin.
He's scoring quite a few frees, which I didn't really associate with him.
One season, Giannis has had a better season.
Yeah, it's close enough. It's going to be an interesting game to see
Gary
how
Clark's got a dozen. Ennis has 9 above their season averages. Bledsoe going to the line. It beat Fultz out front and got him late.
From the Magic.
Close.
Kind of a role reversal, if you will.
Kept alive. Good work by Fultz.
Staying engaged.
And how can you lose?
He's actually kept hold of it. Jeez.
And it burns him.
Kind of hit him in the mouth a little bit and had him reeling, but they seem to
Yo,
recover a
Giannis
little
is
bit.
going
They're great.
They average 14 threes a game. That's 4th best in the NBA. Left hand, Nick Vucevic. Showing everything right now.
the Magic's partnership with the FRC has been conducting a voter registration campaign with the theme.
That was some beautiful play, bro.
Over the top, Vucevic. They
Again, that was nice.
He gets the best of them.
But that last kick was noisy.
That versatility with Vooch can also score with his back to the basket and nice.
DJ August.
The Magic Man. The Magic Man. But the Magic, you know
using
what?
Birch. And Kent Birch, who only averages 2 points a game. Owundu in for the first time in the second half. They're trying to get Terrence Ross on the run.
This should not. This like surely was not expected.
Former University of
this
Washington
has to be a
Husky
shock
Terrence
result
Ross.
so far.
A dominant performance over the course of the season.
Final minute of a productive third. Augustine going to the rack. DJ Augustine. Isaac was out after the first of the year with a knee injury. Before the injury is sustained here. What a pass! Middleton. He's got 15
Middleton
points.
and Giannis
And now 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. Connaughton free on the arc. Pat Connaughton's got it. I thought he was going to use the hammer there. He tried to roll it under. It'll be Augustine.
He just went under his arms.
He gets the roll as long as he has. You know how tough he is. You know,
who is the Magic's best player? Like, who is seen as their best player? Or they're like, do they have a few players who like? Are they not like a team with a superstar? They're just sort of a team full of the players with the same sort of ability. Because again, I don't know much about them. I know Aaron Gordon is he's a very good player. I don't know if he'd be considered their best player, but with him being injured, the fact that they're still doing this is I rate it, man. You've got to rate it.
Shooter who's not, but
really
he is. That's huge. Chris Middleton.
Good rebound by Ross. They're attacking that defensive backboard.
It'll be Ross. He got away with the hammer.
Is a difference maker when he gets it going.
Bucks now 12 of 36 on their threes.
Milwaukee up and really
they're going to get this win, aren't they?
Who is struggling to contain
they're actually going to do
movement, and he's going to get an and-one.
8 on his triples. 14-point game and a shocker. It'll be George Hill. And it was, he wasn't exactly like he had established position there. Fournier, can he get one finally? Yes! Oh. First bucket of the game.
First. Jeez.
Hill on the run. Fultz was back in there. Great look. George Hill got the triple.
An impressive performance by the Mavs as well. That was a good game to watch last night.
Now it's Fournier.
That was a good game.
Big one. He got it. Evan Fournier.
Spacing, I thought, on that possession by the Bucks.
Man,
they've
really done
but
well.
it's a second chance. Fournier, a triple. Got it.
They're starting to run away with
the
it now.
dominance of the season series, so nobody could have anticipated this today. Fultz
come
with
on,
Vucevic.
man.
Great pocket passing
Nice
stop
play.
for 1 in this series of 1
Yo,
against
man.
8. Step
What were the
George
odds for
Hill
this?
goes to the line. Look at Augustine. Great off the bench.
Like the
Mike
actual
Ross.
betting odds, because surely like you'd
And
earn a
balance
good,
across the
you'd
board.
earn a good sort of
Marvin
$7
Williams
betting
hits it,
on
and
the
that will
Magic
give
to
us our
win it.
final score of a 12-point win for the Orlando
Oh,
Magic.
jeez. I'm surprised, man. Let's just go look at the stats. Magic. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, it's up straight away. Come on. I love that. Vucevic. Oh, is it Vukovic? Vucevic? Pronunciation's going to be awful. Apologies for that. With 35. Man. Jeez. They used 9 players as well. They used 9 players, so they really had to put in a hard shift. 37, 36. You compare it to their minutes, and I mean, it's actually they did all play quite a lot as well, but they just had a lot more players involved. Man, I mean that makes me rate this even more. this just seems like a real hard work performance. Like everything went right this game. So 15 points, 11, 35, 35. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, man. Plus 14, which I'm guessing that's to do with turnovers and then like to do with like shooting, etc. Like to see how many negative things you've done in the game, plus like how many positive things you've done in the game. But 35 points, man. Does he usually go this in?
How about a mint before you mask?
Are you mad? Stop with these ads. Giannis with 31, so he did actually do quite well. He had 5 turnovers, to be fair. 7 assists, 17 rebounds. So it's not like he didn't perform. But, like, yeah, they just seem to get, like, they seem to have got, like, outworked by them in this game for sure. But, man, surely they're still going to sort of claw this back. Like, they're only 1 down so far. I'm guessing they're still the favourites, like, big favourites. But, man, fair play to the Magic. If you're a Magic fan, you must be gassed right now just to have even seen this. It's a promising sign, man. Especially when you see, like, these have got, what, so he didn't play a minute, but 1, 2, 3, 6 players versus 4. They really, like, flipping heck, man. 4 players, that's pretty crazy. I've never really seen that. I usually seen, like, 6, 7 players, like, involved. So they've really, really, like, had to work hard that game. But, man, really exciting one. And yeah, what are your thoughts on this? Let's just look at the comments, actually. Bucks fans remembering Raptors lost 1 game against Magic last year. Oh, yeah, it's all come together. I see that stuff in soccer so much, the little sort of sequences that they find. Nobody, NBA rulebook, the amount of steps an NBA player is allowed to take driving to the room. Entire League 2, MVP candidates 15. The biases. Orlando did the same shit to Toronto last year. If I was a Bucks, I wouldn't be worried. I'm sure they'll bounce back. But man, Chris got to show up. Mill not getting far unless he does. Well, the game just ended a second ago. You're so quick. Yo, and I'm quite quick as well. But this is a really interesting one. I was not expecting this. And I still assume the Bucks will go through. But like someone said, like they've got to have their key players performing. Because if they're not, we've just seen like the Magic will just sort of claw their way to a victory, man. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this game? And do you think they'll come back, or do you reckon they're just not as good as people think? And yeah, hopefully you guys go on to enjoy it. Until next time, like, subscribe, peace.